You guys, I feel like at this point, like in my life, I'm at like one of like the hardest points I would say in my life. Like I'm not even like old or anything like that. I always call myself old though. But I think I'm probably at like the hardest part of my life because I went from making, I was just having a conversation with someone today, and I was like, yeah, I said I went from making like a ton of money. Well, not like a ton, but a larger amount of money than I was accustomed to. That was more than reasonable. But even though I made all that money, I was completely unhappy. I worked nonstop. And then I had a conversation with them. We're like, well, you know that all money isn't good money. And I thought about it. I said, yeah. So now I see what they be talking about when they say all money ain't good money. Because some money, you know, you get it. I guess I just had to get to a point in life where kind of had to restart from the bottom, I guess. I have all this experience, application-wise and resume-wise and experience-wise and what I'm knowledgeable about. But I guess I kind of had to restart at the bottom in a sense of I went from making all this money to getting laid off out of nowhere. And then, and then usually from what I've noticed, whenever I get laid off, because I've been laid off twice. This is my second time being laid off. My first time I got laid off, like our company that I worked for got sold, and the new company didn't need my position anymore, so they got rid of like all of the old staff and just basically just put in their new staff in there. And then every time I ever get laid off, it's always for a better opportunity to come. It is. I don't see it. I'm very impatient. That's something that you guys should know. I'm like super impatient when it comes to like certain stuff. I just want it to happen like instantly. Like I instantly want to have a job and instantly go back to being able to be ahead and pay all my bills off and all that good stuff, because it's like really frustrating, I guess, to have to depend on people, because I feel bad because I have to depend on my husband to, you know, help me pay the bills that I have now because we just had the new baby, and I hate depending on people. I like being very independent, and, you know, when it comes to my bills, I like to be able to pay for them. If I need help, then I'll, you know, eventually I'll ask, but it takes a lot for me to ask for help. So I think that's one reason why it's so hard for me. And plus, I just have a lot of bills in general, and it's hard for my husband to do his bills, our bills, all the other regular bills, and it's just like, whew, I'll be so glad when the better opportunity comes. So I'm trying very hard to be patient, but that's not something that's easy. But I have an interview today. Well, I have an interview I have to schedule with something that was kind of unexpected. So I was like, okay, that's at least a positive. I said that's something that could go somewhere, and it's a virtual job. So that's a bit exciting too. So that means I'll be able to be home. So hopefully that works out and I don't have to like drive anywhere or go anywhere. So that's a lot less miles on my vehicle. I'll be home so I can stay with the baby, you know. So it's exciting in a way that there's a possibility. Like now it feels like things are slowly but surely going in the right direction. They're getting back on track, which is like really what I want, obviously, because I'm in a period of like instability, I guess is what it is. And it's just like, well, I've applied for this job and that job and this job and this job and that one and this one over here, and it just didn't work. And now I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So now it's just kind of like, things are kind of like slowly but surely coming back on a track here. And we went through a real rough patch, but it's nice now that things are getting back on track with the way that they need to be. So I guess I just have to sit still, be patient, and, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, and things will, you know, fall in line, which they are. You know, so that's good. I went to McDonald's, because this is McDonald's. I went to Wendy's and I got some food, and then I got upset because I realized that there was a freaking food truck right across the way from the Wendy's where I was at, and I could have went to the food truck instead of got Wendy's. So I'm like, dang. I said, so maybe on Monday, because I have to go back to that Social Security place. I keep saying social services place to get the birth certificate for my son. And then, heaven forbid, I gotta go to the Social Security side. If I gotta go to the Social Security side, that's just a lost cause. I ain't going. I will figure it out online. I will figure it out and do something. I said, because dealing with them people over there, it ain't my cup of tea. And there's another one I could go to, but that one's really, really in the hood. And I don't really want to go to that one. You know, that one's rough when you got the police that have to sit outside. Like, come on now. So this one, this one's a little hood-ish, but it's much better than what the other one is, and I ain't going to that one. So I have to go in here. I have to pump. My chest is so full that I'm very engorged on this side, and it's killing me. And for anybody that's like, what the heck does that mean? Basically, this whole, like, I can't really show, but they're like right here, it's very, very hard and tender to the touch. And really all it is just that my ducts are just clogged with milk. So the only way to relieve that is to just pump. So let me go see if my mom opened the door. Hopefully she left it open for me. I don't know. I have a few vlogs I need to post. I didn't post yesterday, the day before yesterday. I posted 4 vlogs this week, which I was really pleased with. So I feel like if I stick to a schedule of posting at least 4 new videos and then giving myself like 2 days rest, time to refilm, time to keep filming, and then go back to that posting schedule, I think that's the schedule that works much better for me. But that's one thing I'm really pleased to see. Also, my social media following is starting to grow, which is really cool to start from like the bottom to now have like, oh, I've got like 200 followers. Like, oh boy. To some people that's not much, but for me it's great. Look, perfect timing. My mom came. Yes.